Well, good afternoon. This is Friday afternoon, end of the third week of the legislature, and this is your weekly update. On our bills, House Bill 1065, that's the voting trust bill that's been through the House, and it's been assigned to Senate Judiciary, and that will be heard next Tuesday. 1067, that's the medical record, the cost and the cap aspect. That was deferred at the request of the prime sponsor, that would be Representative Schoenbeck, and that is scheduled for House Judiciary next Wednesday. We're trying to work out a deal with the providers, but so far it hasn't come to fruition, so we're preparing every day to go ahead with that hearing. House Bill 1068, which in shared parenting permits the judge to do cross-credit and child support. That went through the House yesterday afternoon and has been assigned over to Senate Judiciary. 1078, that's the nonprofit bill. That continues to garner an awful lot of attention. Most of the information floating around in those halls is incorrect. Most, if not, I'd say 95% of the 1078, our bill, already exists in state law. The problem is that we have legislators, and for that matter, we have lobbyists that don't even know what's in the law currently governing nonprofits. So we're continuing to try to do an educational process, and you'll have to stay tuned for that. The chair of House State Affairs is Brian Gosch out of Rapid City. He allowed me to make about a 10-minute initial presentation, and then he held it over for everybody to catch up for 2 weeks, because the bill is about 175 pages long, and that's a lot to get your arms around. Next, we have House Bill 1099. That's another one of the state bar bills that extends the charging order for creditors in LLCs and limited partnerships. Our bill would extend it to LLPs, and that went through the House Judiciary Committee this morning and is on the consent calendar, and that'll be taken up on Tuesday next week. Now you're going to start hearing from me on bills that have been filed where your bar commissioners decided we need to lean in either with an amendment or to try to kill the bill. The first on that list is House Bill 1152, which would once again put a limitation of this time 100 years on conservancy easements. The perennial problem is the fact that under the IRS tax code, unless the easement is perpetual, the landowner is not going to get the tax benefits, and we're talking about a lot of money for a lot of farmers and ranchers. So the bar commissioners voted a few days ago to put that on the kill list, and we'll be working that. It's going to be heard on Tuesday, and so we'll be making an appearance there. Informational, like I said last week, we are not working the bill, but House Bill 1103 on comparative negligence, repealing the contributory negligence more than slight, that has been assigned to House Judiciary. I anticipate that'll be heard maybe late next week, Friday maybe, but it'll be a wait and see. You folks all have a nice weekend.